Cat. I didn't see anybody else present the awards, but I'm a leader. I take over. Here's your award.
Well, thank you very much.
You're very welcome. And I'm going to take this one to Luce and to Mr. GAF.
Oh, you're delivering. See, that's a supervisor that delivers, right? You know, I'm so blessed. Thank you. And, you know, she wears a little S on her chest for not just supervisor, but superwoman. I'm very lucky. It's Women's Month, right? Let me tell you about the women that I've been working with that have been doing such great work. Well, not only Holly Mitchell, but Senator Kamala Duff, who could not be here tonight, who's carrying a wonderful bill called SB 1052, which would expand the Baldwin Hills a little further south, a little further north, a little further east and west, and give the communities of color an opportunity to have access to some of the things that the state's offering. I want to thank JP, I can call him JP, from Climate Resolve, and this wonderful staff, Natalie, Gabe, Woodrow, Christina. I've been working with some wonderful people. They're excellent people. And of course, a shout out to the table. You know, you can't get here without thanking my parents, of course, but you saw them in the video. And then certainly my brother, who's in town. He's teleworking from Texas, UT Dallas. My extended range partner, Karen, who's doesn't short range, not mid range, but extended range. You know, she can take me to the universe and back on one charge, so it works out good. I have my wonderful staff, Tiffany and Gail, my left and right arm, or my brain most of the time. So that works out great. And then those who came, I don't know if any board members came or others, but several friends that are working this great fight. It's good to have great people when you're working on something like climate. And I had a lot to say, but I mean, driving through that tree was one of my favorite memories, of course. I just have to, thank you, chandelier tree. But I have a lot to say about climate. I remember when Jonathan and I were talking about this project, and I was like, okay, tell me what climate resiliency is. What is climate resiliency? What is a climate hub? What are we talking about? This is like theoretical. And what I was trying to get at was people need to understand what you're talking about. This isn't a university. This is the street. This is people dealing with climate. This is people dealing with heat, people dying. This is a crisis. It's like the room is burning, and we're talking about, oh, yeah, it's over there burning. But when the room is burning, you do something. And doing something is kind of what we're working at. And everything seems off. You have a lot of crises. This is a world of crises, and 2022 is looking pretty good from here right now. But between the homeless crisis and the Ukraine crisis and the pandemic crisis, we like to put those things outside of us and say they're out there, they're doing things, and we're reacting. But I think there's a people crisis when it comes to this climate issue. And I think the people crisis is we need to act. We talk about it. We use the words, and action is the most important thing. Now, this room, I'm preaching to the choir. Certainly, everybody here has a job in doing it. But bring it to the streets. Bring it to the stadium full of people saying the same words we're saying and understanding that this is knocking on their door. The extreme heat, the the wildfires, the weather just going bananas. I want to talk about just Climate Resolve and just say Climate Resolve is a very important organization, but I want to call them, I've just kind of changed in my mind from Climate Resolve to Human Resolve. Because everybody in this room has the human resolve to get the job done. We just have to pass that human resolve to everyone else in the world. California, we could start there. LA, we could start there. Oh, and by the way, shout out to Pacoima. Born at San Fernando Hospital. Moved to Baldwin Hills. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know if John did this on purpose, but we don't all this geographic connection with everybody. But living, and I mean, look, okay, I'm saying I don't believe it, but San Fernando was called the armpit of the valley because so much dumping was going on there when I was growing up, and so much bad just brownfields. And of course, I moved to Baldwin Hills, which got the largest urban oil field in Los Angeles County. So I'm chasing the problems that are at my front door and trying to work on solutions to make them places that people can live and breathe and enjoy. And I hope all of you continue to do that work. And once again, I want to just get an amen that this organization and you people are the human resolve that's going to get this thing done and being the change that we want to see in the world. All right? Thank you, everyone.